What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Marketflow, powered by Thor, hosted by Mode. Bitcoin is pumping harder than the Dems are crying. I mean, things have just gotten wild in the past couple days. Bitcoin has followed our bullish scenario, right? If we look back last week, we had the bearish, we had the bullish. The bearish scenario was we came up here to where we knew we were going to meet a little bit of resistance, right? We expected a little bit of resistance here. We had resistance at the RSI. We were meeting some resistance among the EMAs. We knew there was going to be a little bit there, but we ultimately wanted to hold the higher low on our DCA zone and break forward, break up, break the downtrend, break the EMA, break and find support on neutral on the RSI versus breaking down and looking for that lower low. At this time, we are pushing up. Bitcoin is currently at 65 and still green. You see this little purple line here. We've put that there because looking back at the THOR calls that we've had, that we've taken profit on, there's a lot of calls profit for shorts and longs that took profits right here at this 66.4 level. I expect us to meet a little bit of resistance coming up here shortly. Let's see if we get that retest, holding the uptrend, holding above the downtrend we've broken, and retesting the EMAs. Things are looking good for Bitcoin to follow out on our bullish scenario. If we do continue bearish, Thor still has some calls. We still have our DCA area at 52. Thor still has these calls here at 43, 32, and all the way down here at 17. But remember, all we need to do is get back above this line here, right? We just got to break this 72K, that last temporary top. Those calls are invalidated. And I bet you we will be seeing some short calls printed in the new all-time high zones for Bitcoin if we can hold this retest, hold the higher low, continue to moving on. Looking at Solana. Solana has been leading the layer ones and the altcoins for a lot of this cycle, besides when there was news of the ETH ETF. But what do we see? We knew we were going to meet resistance right here at 160, right? We've got resistance of the RSI. We've got resistance of this zone that has been significant. We've got the downtrend, right? We placed our downtrend here because we thought we would be meeting resistance here. We'll see if this holds. What we want, same thing for Bitcoin. Let's come down. Let's retest the RSI. Let's retest the EMAs. Let's retest the significant price action zone, and let's work toward them higher lows. Now, just like we had the bearish calls for Bitcoin, we also have some bearish calls. These are longs. Why do I say bearish? Because we got to take a pretty significant dip to hit 90, to hit 69, 70, right? To hit these areas, we got to see new lows. These calls, same thing. Pink line, last temporary resistance, last high, that's the invalidation point. We break through 190, these calls disappear. I've been saying for weeks on end now in these streams, what we need to break 160. We need to find significant support on it and move up. If we are going to move up into these calls, retesting the 200, retesting 220s, and then ultimately reaching up here for the new all-time highs, right? First, this zone of 160, we need to break and find support on it. This is the biggest thing, in my opinion, that we really need to get through. We need to get up here. We need to break and hold this. At this time, it's looking bullish to do so, right? We're printing some big candles. Resistance, let's find that support. Let's break, and let's move up levels in a healthy way. We get a major pump, we're probably going to see a little bit of a dump again. So I like what we're seeing from Bitcoin. I like what we're seeing from Solana right now. Looking into Jupiter, I've talked about Jupiter weeks on end. If you're not in the Jupe Junkies on Twitter, run by Famous Clouds, I suggest you get in that group. A lot of alpha, a lot of info. But we knew before that we were looking to look a little frothy in these areas, right? We've come down, we filled the zone. We knew we were going to DCA at 81. We knew we were going to DCA at 71. And we knew we were going to DCA at 64. We hit all of those zones. We're already back to 91, right? We even said, I made a post in the Juke Junkies chat saying, look for resistance at 90. Even if it's temporary, look for resistance at 90. We want to hold above that 82 level. We did exactly that. Now we look to be moving up to the next zone. I see resistance at $1.01 and up to about $1.15 for Jupiter. Jupiter is looking strong. It is looking awesome. This is a protocol I've invested in, as well as we are making some phenomenal trades on. So let's fucking go. One of the metrics I talked about, there you go. One of the metrics I kept talking about was POPCAT. We've reviewed this coin several times. It is not a coin that I'm in. I wish I could say I have been really taking profits and made amazing trades on this, but I can't. What I have been doing and what I have been saying is POPCAT has been a metric for the meme coins, right? This was the first meme coin to really break this downtrend we were in for a while, and it was the first to reach up to new all-time highs. Once again, first to break, first to break, first to reach up, retest, and now once again the first to retest and break into those all-time high levels. So POPCAT has been a metric. I've read somewhere on Twitter today that either the market cap or the number of holders has surpassed that of MogCoin, making it the biggest cat meme coin at this time. But this is a cabal coin to me. This is just something I'm using as a metric. When this is popped off, this is usually shown sign of life for the rest of the meme coin market. So look for those meme coins that are still down in that 60, 80, 90% downtrend range. We have a lot of meme coins we offer here in Thor as well. But look for those meme coins that are down, still down in that 60, 80, 90% range down that are showing signs of life. Don't buy the coins that are in their all-time highs right now. Not financial advice. Do your own research. If you don't understand what we've been talking about reviewing the charts, but you want some exposure to trading, I highly suggest you do your own research and look into Thor, our automated contract, still holding a TVL of over $1 million right now. And, the last actions that it was making, you can see Thor was buying from all the way basically here at 160, buying all the way down here at 124. And these areas of entry at 124, it's now taking bits of profit on at 160. Thor buys on the way down, sells on the way up, stakes your soul, stakes your USDC in between. The whole goal is to make more Solana for this bull run, right? Frogs fuck, Thor Prince. I'll see you all on Thursday.